Hello, everybody. I'm Dr. Ryan Molli, and welcome to Red Carpet Healthcare Solutions Private Practice Podcasters. I'm joined by my co-host,
Travis Buzzell.
Today, this is an episode that I've been waiting for a while. We've had a chance to kind of speak with our guest backstage for, a good 10, 15 minutes or so. And I'm like, man, this guy is cut from the same cloth as me.
Oh, 100%. I mean, as I'm listening to the conversation, I'm like, this is a spine surgeon that's just like you in another part of the country.
Yeah. I'm like, what's it going to take to get him over here? So without further ado, I'd like to introduce and welcome Dr. Stefano Sinicropi, orthopedic spine surgeon that has just had tremendous success in the private practice world. I can't wait to hear his story, how he created this practice, and it's evolved over the years. And he has some other passions in life too that I'd like to touch on. So welcome, Dr. Sinicropi.
Welcome.
And the one thing about being a surgeon in New York, which is a little bit different than coming to the Midwest, and you guys are Midwest and in Erie, is that in New York, man, you're kind of in training for about another 10 years once you come out, because it's such a saturated market. So I thought to myself, you know what? Do I want to live in a 200 square foot apartment for the first 10 years of my practice because I can't afford anything? I said, no, let me take a look at the Midwest. So there was this amazing opportunity. I took it, and it's been history since. It was an amazing decision.
So you mentioned something about your passion for spine. So most people, did you want to do spine first and decide, hey, I want to be a spine surgeon? How do I get there? Which, as you and I were kind of talking earlier, there's really two routes, whether it's neurosurgery or orthopedic surgery.
Right.
Or did you fall in love with orthopedics and then get exposed to spine and go that way? Because I can tell you one brief story when I was in my orthopedic kind of trying to find your residency. You're going around, you're gunning for these orthopedic spots. And you don't know exactly what you want to do subspecialty wise, or if you just want to do general orthopedics. But the first subspecialty that I crossed off my list was spine. And that was because I was up in East Lansing at Michigan State. And one of the cases that I scrubbed was a 16-hour spine surgery. As a med student that's trying to get this residency position, you're like a robot. You're like, no, I'm not tired. Nope, I don't need to go to the bathroom. Nope, I don't need to grab a bite to eat. Nope, I don't need a drink. No, I don't need to sit down at all. So I stood at that table for 16 straight hours, never went to the bathroom, never ate, never drank. I remember we finished the case around 11 o'clock at night, and the attending bought us all, like probably about the entire team, like 20 some pizzas. I ate an entire large pepperoni pizza myself and drank a 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew. Good, healthy nutrition after 16 hours.
That's right.
Okay, things I'm not going to do is
spine surgery. Cross it off.
So sorry for that long-winded story, but did you want to do spine first, or did you get into ortho and then get exposed to spine?
I think it's interesting that both of you guys and multiple physicians that I've known over the years. It's like hearing your story and how you get to where you are now. It is very much like the stars align, right?
Yeah,
like
correct.
Every single one of these. Hey, give me your give me your background. How's your give me the folklore. How'd
almost always an athlete?
Yeah,
probably had some type of injury.
Like a lot of the same sort of, and a lot of the same personalities too, right? I mean, that's one thing that I've noticed.
I wish I had biceps like he did.
Well,
it's just listen. I buy my shirts one size smaller, so don't. It's not me.
You a lot like Travis.
I did see the barrel of water that you were drinking. So
it's the opportunity. Just think about what we do, and I don't know if you think about it in these terms. Sometimes I sit there myself in awe. Like I'll just be sitting in the doc about to be called into a surgery, and if you think about it, somebody is letting you take a knife, open up their body, and work inside of their body as surgeons. I don't think we think about that enough. Like the privilege, I mean, it's so deeply, deeply personal. And that's why our training has to be so rigorous and intense. The physician burnout problem it's scary. And the reason that the American public, I'm almost done with my book that comes out next year. And it talks a lot about what we need to do to fix healthcare and this and that. But The reason that the American public needs to be alarmed at what's happening to us. And so they don't need to sit around and say, hey, poor guy, he's, because obviously, the orthopedic surgeons do very well as far as the general population. So we don't need sympathy in that way. However, the fact that there, as you mentioned, the suicide problem, the depression problem, the anxiety problem, the feeling like we're commodities problem, the feeling like we're just another worker, even though we've given up basically our entire youth to get to where we are now. That is not just a us problem. It's not a Dr. Molli and Dr. Sinicropi problem and our colleagues. It is a problem that affects the delivery of healthcare in the United States.